Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy. Behold, Galvatron Unicron Companion Pack. You can see there, yes, that is Galvatron, his kind of mid-reformatting sort of thing. Yeah, you can see him right there. We'll put him off the side and take a look at this box. This is the new kind of, I guess, Selects exclusive box thing that they're doing now. That, you know, a little more, you know, it's a nice printed picture of Galvatron there, some Unicron in the background, Generation Transformers, you know, all that stuff on the top here. You have War for Cybertron Trilogy and Cybertron and some Transformers floating in space. More of the Galvatron picture here. The copyrights there. And down here you got more of Galvatron and the whole sticker on there. And on the back here you got some space. And inside, yeah, you got more. You got, hey, look, you got the Unicron, or not Unicron, the Quintesson ship down here. And you got a planet. And up here, you got War for Cybertron Trilogy and for Cybertron Trilogy and the Behold Galvatron and all that stuff. You have where, well, this is where the pick figure would be, you know, that you got this box which has stuff in it. And then back here you got, well, Unicron. Got Unicron right there in the back of everything. So yeah, that's a whole thing. That all the way. You also got instructions, which, yep, they tell you all the stuff that's in here, including how to transform and everything. Which, you know, if you have a Galvatron at all, you probably already know that stuff. But it also has this list of all the accessories, which, yes, there's a lot of those. Yeah, you can see there's a whole bunch of these. Yeah, the little minifigs and stuff, and the minnow. Apparently, I did not know the chunky on chip we call them minnow. Yeah, that stuff. And yeah, before we get to the figure itself. Here's the thing. This is we're going to issue a warning. When you open this, all this stuff comes in a little just a little paper thing like this. Comes in this, just wrapped up in this. So be really careful because mine had a hole in it. It's easy to, you know, for things to fall through. Yeah. So yeah, be really careful when you're opening it. You don't want to lose anything because there's a hole in the paper or something. But yeah. There's a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, the Quintesson ship, you know, so that yellow and silver. Not quite right. It should be green, but whatever. They cast in yellow plastic. It's clearly on the same mold, plastic mold as this. But yeah, you got the Quintesson, or wow, Junkie on ship. The minnow here, silver and yellow. All that stuff. Let's see if I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in a bit. There we go. Yeah, zoom in on that. You see some nice bits of molded detail in there. Some bits of molded detail, and the Revenge. Little thing there, purple and silver. Again, pretty well done. Little bits of molded detail in there. And then you got the little tiny figures. You got all these guys. Again, yeah, there's a bunch of them. Let's see if I can find them all. Let's see, which one is this? Which one is this? Ah, it's Perceptor. Believe, yes, Perceptor is one of them. It's tiny. Cyclonus. And they're all cast in gray. So if you want to paint them, good luck. You got Grimlock. Kind of got a mushy face though. Got Dirge. I believe that's Cup. Yep. RC. Very tiny. These are all quite tiny. What is this? Of course, Starscream. Little Scourge. Ultra Magnus. Snarl, despite the fact he barely appeared in the movie for all, what, 2 seconds? Yeah, well, he's called Slug officially, but, you know, Slag in the movie. all that stuff. Megatron. And finally, Oh, this is Perceptor. The other one I talked about, Perceptor, was actually Soundwave. Silly me. Yeah, that first one. Look kind of similar, you know, this scale. That's Soundwave, this is Perceptor. Yeah, bunch of little minifigs. Or not minifigs, or well, slug figure, whatever. They're little tiny figures. You can bet. They're compatible with the stand here, you know, from Unicron, you know, the Unicron stand. Fortunately, there's no extra arms or anything for these bits, so you can't attach multiple ships. It's only you can attach one. But yeah, you can, you know, peg them on to here. You can peg them on. Any of them. All of them will fit. So yeah, you can do that. Just, you know, have your display fleshed out a bit. Fortunately, yeah, they really should have included extra stands because it's kind of dumb they don't. Yeah, and then of course you got the existing figures from yeah, you got Galvatron and Hot Rod and Optimus from Unicron and the Arc, and yeah, these guys can all once again just do the same thing of just, you know, plugging in the stand. Thing is, I believe there's more figures than there are problem is, yeah, I think there's more figures than there are slots, so that's a bit of a problem, potentially. Some of them do not like to stay peg in. Yeah, got him in, knocked over Optimus in the process. Yeah, so unfortunately, there's more figures than slots now, so that's a problem. You're gonna have to figure out that one out. And on top of that, some people reported either missing or doubles. They've either got some figures, or some of these minifigures are missing, or yeah, they have multiples of them, unfortunately. So it's like, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. So hopefully that's, you know, not too many people are affected by that. But thankfully, I got all of the ones I'm supposed to be at. So here's the actual figure itself. It is Galvatron. It is pretty much the exact same mold-wise. It is the standard Kingdom Galvatron, you know, but just cast mostly in translucent plastic with some bits of opaque plastic as well. But yeah, you can see he's also got this nice white detail line outwork thing, or outline work stuff done. Yeah, words are hard. And the different, you know, different kind of a more kind of a, well, it's kind of purplish, but it's also pinkish barrel there. Still got the rolling wheels and stuff, so you can still roll in as a space artillery cannon mode thing. Yeah, just you can see all this white deep lining stuff, and it looks really good. It looks even better in robot mode, personally. But yeah, one I actually forgot to mention because I got caught on a different accessory was actually, I didn't say anything, was Soup. Here's Soup. Soup's right here. Didn't mention Soup because he was caught on a different accessory, which I was about to talk about. Yeah, there's a Soup as well. So I got all of them. I'm not missing any. So if anyone is about primed to go, hey, you're missing Swoop. No, I don't. I'm not. I just he got caught on one of the accessories because thing didn't fall on the floor. But yeah, he also comes with the accessories that the other Galvatron did, which, you know, so you got the, but then translucent purples, you got these guns, which still look like the Revenge, but, you know, and that kind of makes it kind of weird having an actual mini Revenge. And yeah, you got the Matrix, which, yep, opaque plastic for the chain and translucent plastic for the Matrix itself, which, yeah, still can come off the chain. And of course, all this stuff still works on Galvatron in this mode. This goes through here, and this will tab in down here to hold in place, and then these can tab in right here on the side here, like that. So you can, I guess, really beef him up, and like now he has a bunch of guns attached to him, and yeah. That's all that. Still does the same thing as the other Galvatron, if you like. Oh, sorry, yeah. Speaking of the other Galvatron, here he is with the other Galvatron. The regular Kingdom Galvatron, who's not quite straight out. There we go. You can see that. Yeah, just this really kind of cool looking thing. Yeah, there's that old stuff. Yeah. That's his alt mode. Gonna transform real quick, and yeah, I've gone through this transformation already, but yeah, it's just remove this, remove that. Peg them together before it rolls off the table. Just peg that together and put it off to the side. And go ahead and take this, close it up, close that up. Untap that, untap that. Go ahead and carefully undo this. As far as I can tell, this, I'm not sure if this has the same exact problem with before, which is these tabs wear out what, but yeah, untab this stuff and bring it out like that. Go ahead and untab this and bring it down. Well, I mean, I'll bring that up as well. Go ahead and get the legs all the way straightened out. Untab those and swivel them around. So, untab that, bring that around, and tab that back in the thing. Tab it from here, bring this around and tab this in the back of the leg as well. Bring out the heels. So you can be standing. Yeah, go ahead and bring this back. Bring this up and open that up. Bring the head out. Bring this up all the way. Bring the head out. Bring this, clip this side in. Clip that in. Bring this up. All the top. Peg this in the back, like so. Go ahead and take these hip skirts and bring them down and fold them back. And go ahead and bring these and tab these into the sides, like so. Adjust these. Bring these and tab that in. Just that. Arms, you go ahead and bring this back and tab this into the back of the shoulder. Bring this back and tab this in the back of the shoulder. Untab that from the shoulder, bring it down, bring out the fist. Run that, tab that, bring out the fist. And of course, take this and peg it into his arm, and there you go. That's Galvatron here in his robot mode. Yeah, this is the reformatted Galvatron thing, and yeah, again, this is I think where the deco really shines. It's just if you see all this line work and stuff on all that, looking at all that line work, just it is gorgeous. Honestly, I wasn't gonna get this guy until they was like, oh yeah, includes all that Unicron stuff. I was like, oh crap. Yeah, you got that, Decepticon simply got his head is, mostly the translucent plastic again, with some line work and all that stuff. Yeah, just all that line work all through this. Mostly, you get the opaque plastic for the thighs, but large, and for the biceps. But yeah, large chunks is more than I thought would be our translucent plastic, just straight up. And it looks great. I really just like how this looks overall. I was not expecting it to be so blown away by how good it looks. It just looks really, really nice and everything, and just love this how this deco just really looks good looking. Something weird in the embedded plastic right there. Yeah, it just looks really nice. You got all this line work. Some people reported the line work, some of theirs have been a little sloppy, and that some bits of missing line work. Thankfully mine is not like that. Mine seems to have all the paint deco intact. I just like how just like how it looks. One thing mine does have a problem with this little piece right here comes off really easily. It doesn't take a lot for it to come off. I've caught it multiple times, and it sometimes comes off really easily. So that's a problem sometimes. Yeah, it looks really nice, and also I'm gonna blind you for a second. Watch it. Just yeah, it glows. It like just glows in certain lighting. Yeah, it just glows in certain lighting, so it just really, I really like how this thing looks. Articulation is the same as the standard one, so you got left and right, up and down, waggle. You got, you know, that rotation. You got, you know, all the way out like this for outward. Yeah, sometimes these still come undone a bit. You got bicep swivel, which if you untab this, because yeah, we had tabs in the back of the shoulder. Also, the other thing, shoulders. That you fix that, so there's not going to be a problem with the shoulders this time around. Yeah, bicep swivel. You got double jointed elbows, so you got full curl. You got a wrist swivel. The hips can go, hands can go in, I guess, if you need that for whatever reason. Waist swivel, which somewhat hindered by the kibble stuff, but not to the point where it's like it's actually going to be a matter for most actual good poses. Hips can go forward that far, back that far, outward that far. Thigh swivel. Knee bend about that much, and ankles can tilt that much. No forward back, but the heel can come down. The heel spur can come down. So yeah, really, really nice still. I just really like how this looks. And of course, the accessories, once again, the accessories, you can, you know, wear the matrix, you know, try to, I guess, Unicron early. Yeah, you can, you know, hold this as a gun if you want. Hold it as a gun. Tab them together, hold his double gun. That whole thing, still translucent plastic. This just looks really nice. Just really like how this guy looks. It's just one of those things. It's just like, it's a gorgeous deco, honestly. Yeah, just real quick comparison. Here he is with the just the standard Galvatron. Yeah, again, you can see that you can see they're pretty much just repaint, but yeah, it's just, I really like this thing, so it's really nice. Okay, so should you get this guy? A couple things. One, do you have a Unicron? Two, do you already have Galvatron? Three, do you really like how this looks? I don't know. If you really like this and you have Unicron, yeah, I think it's worth picking up. It is $60 because, you know, $50 later plus accessories. You're paying $10 for 3 ships and a bunch of minifigures, which some people may not be okay with. But yeah, if you have Unicron, this is a decent companion thing to have. It's kind of, you know, the scene where, you know, gets first is reformatted as Galvatron. You got all those minifigures for your little display base. I really wish it came with little extra arm pieces for the ships, but it doesn't, unfortunately. The translucent plastic, I don't think it's going to be a problem because this is thicker plastic because of how much of it is transparent. So I don't think it's going to be an issue for the long term. I guess wear and tear, and I don't think long term wear and tear for translucent plastic is as bad as people say it is. The other thing is, for some people, this might be a skip. If you don't already have Unicron and stuff, you might want to go ahead and skip this. It is, if you already have Galvatron in general, this is the exact same figure, just in translucent plastic. So if you're not really into this sort of kind of figure, I can understand skipping it. It's not really something really going gaga for. And which is particularly good since it's sold out already once, but apparently Hasbro Pulse at this point has restocked it. I don't know how long it's going to last, but they did restock it with a couple hundred more of them. So it's going to be difficult to get down the line. So if you're on the fence, I would err on going ahead and getting it now. At the worst, you can resell it later for a whole lot more money. But yeah, if you're on the fence, I would just go ahead and get it. If you're just really don't like how it looks or don't have a Unicron, it's probably worth just going to and just skipping it. But I think it looks gorgeous, particularly if it's, you know, well lit or something. I would say I put it on the shelf with like a light behind it and just bam, have it glow. That's one thing I'm going to see if I can find like some sort of light thing, just kind of shine on it. Some LED battery powered thing, just shine on it, shine through it and whatever. So yeah, it looks great. Because it's just a repaint, it might be just one of those things where you might skip it if you already have a Galvatron, or if you don't have Unicron, or you just don't have a look. Yeah, so it's a thing. It really comes down to, do you like the translucent look here? And if you do, I would say go for it. Oh no, so also if you have Unicron, then go for it. But yeah, otherwise you might consider skipping it. But that's it for this one. I hope you found this informative or entertaining. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. And check out my Coffee and my Patreon. And I shall see you next time with another video review.